And if you are not subscribed yet to my channel, better subscribe now. So this week was fine. Obviously, but the $100 account, we blew it, but it's fine because it was risk-free. We already withdrew our money back. I'll put the screenshot here again. So this is for fun. So we'll probably do it again next month. What I'm doing right now, I think what I mentioned last time. So I have my journal on Notion. So I'm practicing with a 50K demo account, and that's what I'm gonna be using for the next 2 months, just to collect data and get used to the lot sizes, risk management, and also psychology-wise, right? Because I feel like I'm used to trading like small accounts, like 10K. So I was pretty used to the lot sizes with the 10K account, and with the 50K it's obviously different. So 0.5%. I know I usually just focus on the percentage, but obviously money-wise, if you see your account in drawdown $200 or $250 compared to $50, it might seem like a lot, but it's only 0.5%. So I'm just trying to get used to that, make sure I'm fine, I'm alright on my head, I don't go crazy. So yeah, I just wanna get used to that, and yeah. So one of my plans for this year was to have a 200K account, which it could be possible, but we'll see, because I want to go step by step. I don't want to rush it. So, but what I really want to do, how I did my 6 months with our social media, month, I'm gonna be doing another series on my YouTube channel, which is gonna be Road to 6 figures funded. So that can be 100K, 200K, whatever. So as you guys know, I have a 5K account, which is a small account. The next account that I want to get is the 50K. I feel like I'm ready, profitable, I'm ready, all that. I mentally know that I am able to pass challenges. So I just want to go. I want to go for it. Like I said before in my other video, I can afford easily buying a few 50K accounts without no problem. I can also afford buying a 100K account, but I just want to go step by step. So for the next month, 2 months, I just want to make sure I get used to it. It's like a practice, and then I will eventually buy the 50K challenge and pass it. So road to 6 figures trading, funded. So my goal is to have the 5K, obviously, and then the 50K. So I will have a total of 55K, and then the next one, I don't know if I want to have 2 50K accounts. I just want to go for the 100K account. I feel like if I go for 100K accounts, it'll be kind of like similar to the 10K, in terms of like doing my lot sizes. But I'll see. It depends. If in the next, let's say in the next 1 month, 1.5 months, I'm doing pretty well with the demo, I might have to go for the 50K, and if I pass it and I manage to get a couple of payouts, I might have to go for the 100K. But my goal for this year, I think we have 2 months. But yeah, well, for this year, I'm beginning of 2024. I wanna have 6 figures in funded trading. So I think it's really possible. I feel like I'm capable of doing that. So I just want to go for it. I don't use any EAs to copy trading. I just manually trade. So what I usually do is, for example, on my funded account, I made 1-2% and I'm done. I stop trading that account until payday. For my challenges, I keep trading. Or let's say I make 2-3% in a week, I'll probably stop and wait for next week. But yeah. Also, another thing really important I wanted to mention in this video is very important, something I realized is very important to, in trading, it's about surviving. And I've seen this many times, but it never made sense. it made sense, but I never lived it. Trading is about surviving, so you have to survive. For me, that means that when you have losing periods, or you have losing weeks, months, whatever days, you have to survive. And with that comes good psychology. So you have to follow your trading plan, and be disciplined, and also that goes with risk management. You cannot just go crazy, especially when you're having those periods. The thing is that when you're having those periods, in that moment, you don't know, oh, I'm gonna have a losing streak. This is gonna last for like a few weeks or a few days. You don't know, you just take a loss, which is normal in trading, I don't think many people has 100% win rate. So losses are normal. The bad thing is that in that moment, you don't know if this is the beginning of a losing streak. That's why it's very important to use risk management and survive. What that means is that with risk management, if I have like losing streak like I had before, maybe in total I was down like 1%, 2% max. And I remember with my 10K account, I had losing periods where I would go in drawdown like 8%, which is 7%, which is a lot. I made it back, but it's a lot. Now imagine if besides me making that 7% back into profit, I didn't lose 7%. I lost maybe 1-2%. I would be way up there, right? And with that comes good mindset. You gotta trust your strategy, your edge. If you trust your edge, then you know you're gonna eventually make it back because of the numbers, the data that you have. If I know I'm profitable, doesn't matter if right now I'm having like a losing week. I know eventually with my numbers I'm gonna be profitable, so I just have to survive the losing period with risk management. But at the same time, it's something very important that is equally as important as surviving the losing periods. We have to put more emphasis on the winning periods. We have to make sure we capitalize. Capitalize, is that how you say it? I don't know. We have to make sure we take advantage of the good periods that we have, the good streaks that we have. Meaning, I'm having a great week. I analyze the charts. Everything looks smooth, pretty well. Everything looks good for tomorrow as well. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want. And when it eventually happens, and I'm gonna get in, obviously with good risk management, but I feel like you can also double down on your risk sometimes. Let's say I'm up 2-3% in the account already. So if I know I'm having like a win streak, a really good period, and I'm up 2-3%, then maybe instead of risking 0.5%, I might risk 1% or 2% for that trade. I mean, scare money don't make any money. And also it's very important that we capitalize on those good periods and smooth periods that we have, because we don't always have that, right? So I was doing some back testing with this software. So if I go down, I did from January till October, basically. Did I? Yeah. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 months that I was profitable, and I had 3 months that I was losing. Then only on April I had a losing month, and I was down -3%. The other months it was slightly below 1% loss. But look at this. The months that I was profitable, January I made 2.8%. February I made 4.5%, whereas in May I made 12%. August I made 5%. So that's a really good risk management, obviously. But with that comes knowing when to double down and knowing when to survive. Now we always surviving, but we also need to be smart, and sometimes we have to stop being a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to double down sometimes. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from my data. Also, that most of my losses comes from trading on Mondays and and Fridays. So yeah, I'm gonna keep trading. I need to backtest some more because with BTMM, the thing is that I have like 11 pairs, so I need to make sure I'm backtesting all of them. I'm getting my data. You know, it's easy when you have 11 pairs. It's easy because you always want to see a setup. But if I'm backtesting only one pair, it's like okay, I might have 2 setups per week or per 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But when I have 11 setups, you know, most days I find something. Most days. So, you know, backtesting, I have to be extremely patient and just make sure I'm waiting for what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, besides that, I think that's something really important that I've learned recently. It's not just about surviving, but also, you know, making sure I am taking advantage of the good moments, because that's gonna make a huge difference. And that's something that's gonna make you level up to the next level. Same, for example, when it comes to my funded, because one thing is challenges, because you have to make a higher percentage. But when it comes to funded accounts, I know maybe other people do differently, but I only aim for like 1-2%, which is really easy to achieve. 1-2%, and I stop trading and wait for a payout. It might not seem like a lot. When I put here, I have like 2 payouts already with my funded FX. It might not seem a lot. 1-2% on a small account, that's basically like $60-$70, which it might not seem a lot, but come on 100K, 1-2%, that's 1K or 2K. Now, wouldn't you be happy with an extra 2,000? I think also for probably this week on Monday or Wednesday, I will be posting. I will show more about BTMM. I think I haven't shown enough in my channel, so I will post more BTMM. Go through my journal, go through the trades that I've taken, and why not just show maybe I make like a video of like, you know, simplified BTMM, because I know for those who did BTMM and they watch Steve Mauro or those videos, sometimes it's hard to fully understand. When I first learned BTMM, the first thing I did was watch the whole bootcamp from Steve Mauro, and I had no idea. It only started making sense after I finished the course from Nick about BTMM, M patterns and W patterns. So I feel like Steve Mauro's course is more advanced. Like you actually gonna know what he's talking about already. I don't think it's really beginning friendly. It's like when you study smart money concepts, right? Like some people don't. So for the people who have no idea about trading, they want to jump into ICT. They want to be confused as fuck. So it's about steps. So I'm gonna try to make like a simplified version of BTMM, M's and W's. That's what I do. M's and W's, following the trend, that's it. So I'll probably make a video about that. So yeah, thank you for watching.